Danielle, I'm going to start with you. I will say for every single person that comes up to me and says you're doing a great job on TV, credit goes to Danielle. She was my media trainer. I wasn't that good at the beginning. But more importantly, she's a media star in her own right and has done some really incredible things. So can you talk a little bit about that in your work?
Yes. So first off, thank you so much. Minnie is my walking billboard that it just tells everyone about the media training. But one, I'm just so happy to be here with all of you. Working in media, particularly when you do it from your home in the way that I do, can become a very small and narrow space where you're just constantly monitoring the news and seeing everything that is bad. So to be around all of you for the past 2 days has been incredibly inspiring and a bit reassuring. So thank you. So a little bit about what it is that I do. I would say probably for the last 10 years, I left traditional political work where I worked on Capitol Hill, I worked for members of Congress, I was a lobbyist way back when, but my work has always been about education fundamentally and finding different ways to educate people. In one of my many, many careers, I was an early childhood educator, wanting to teach young children about how they can be active and powerful and connected global citizens. And then I took that work to Capitol Hill because I said I don't want to just do it with 24 kids in a classroom, I want to do it with kids across the country. And then I got to a place, and it was personal for me when LGBTQ rights became a very huge, big, issue in 2015 when the Supreme Court, when we had a normal Supreme Court, passed marriage equality, and I became a spokesperson for LGBTQ rights and for marriage equality during that time. And I realized that I wanted to take the education that I was doing and take it bigger, right? How do we change hearts and minds in a bigger way, in a global space? What are the platforms and spaces that I can go into and do that? It isn't just about walking through the halls of Congress or going on cable news or writing op-eds. It's about creating space and going to where people are. So over the last 10 years, I have moved around in different spaces and have been working for myself as a political content creator, telling stories and lifting up voices of people who are doing incredible work to shift this country, to change it, to move it forward. And I've had incredible opportunities like working with Minnie and working with other leaders at progressive organizations to tell their stories so that people feel like they are not alone. Because I think that what is dividing us right now is this sense that we are alone, that we don't know our neighbor down the street, so it's very easy to lie about who they are and what it is that they want. And so the more that we can connect in these different spaces and places, the less likely it is for forces to come in and divide us. So I think that that's kind of the work of the media that I do, because legacy media, as we've seen, can't be trusted with the awesome power that the Fourth Estate used to have. And so now it is up to people like those of us on this stage that have taken positions that are about creating different, bigger spaces.